Welcome back to Business English Class, the podcast where we give you the language skills you need to thrive at work. I'm David.
And I'm Emma. Today, we're tackling a skill every professional needs: how to keep a business conversation flowing.
Because we've all been there. You're talking to a client, a manager, or a potential partner, and suddenly there's an awkward silence.
That's why we're giving you 10 smart, open-ended questions you can use to keep the conversation alive, engaging, and productive.
So let's dive right into our first powerful question that can instantly open up a conversation. It's simple, yet incredibly effective. How did you get started in your line of work?
This is such a great starting point, David. People genuinely love talking about their own journey. It immediately opens the door for personal stories and helps you build a more authentic connection.
That's right. And moving on to our second question, when they get right to the heart of what someone is currently enthusiastic about, what's the most exciting project you're working on right now? This question is fantastic because it immediately directs the conversation towards their current priorities and often their passions. People light up when they talk about what excites them, whether it's a new product launch, a complex challenge, or an innovative solution. It helps you understand what truly drives them in their professional life. That leads us nicely into our third question, which encourages a broader perspective and shows you're thinking strategically. How has your industry changed in the last few years?
This is a great one for showing genuine interest in their professional world beyond just their immediate role. It promotes a much more insightful discussion about industry trends, challenges, and opportunities. You might learn about new technologies, shifting market demands, or regulatory changes that are impacting their work.
Our fourth question naturally follows, shifting the focus to the future and positioning you as someone interested in what's next. What trends are you keeping an eye on?
This question is fantastic because it invites forward-thinking answers. It shows you're not just interested in the past or present, but also in their strategic vision and where things are headed. It positions you as someone who is future-oriented and engaged in their industry's evolution.
Moving on to our fifth question, and this one is all about positivity and celebrating achievements. What's been the biggest win for your team recently?
I love this question, David. It's a fantastic way to encourage people to share their success stories without bragging. It's a positivity-driven question that naturally boosts morale in the conversation and allows them to highlight things they're proud of.
All right, let's move on to our sixth question, which is designed to spark some really ambitious thinking. This one is, if you had unlimited resources, what project would you start tomorrow?
This is such a creative and thought-provoking question, David. It immediately encourages people to think big, beyond current limitations. It often leads to visionary conversations about innovation, future possibilities, and what truly excites them without any constraints.
That's a great one for getting people to think outside the box. Now, for our seventh question, we're going to tap into something people often enjoy, giving advice. Our next question is, what skills have been most useful to you in your career?
Oh, I love this question. People genuinely enjoy sharing their insights and what they've learned. It opens the door for fantastic mentorship-style conversations, allowing them to reflect on their journey and offer valuable wisdom. It also gives you a chance to learn from their experience.
That's excellent. And moving on to our eighth question, this one encourages a bit of forward thinking. It's, how do you see your role evolving over the next few years?
This is such a valuable question because it encourages deep reflection. It gets people thinking about their professional growth, where they see themselves heading, and what their future plans might be. It really shows you're interested in their long-term vision.
That's a great lead into our ninth question, which often uncovers some really unique stories. It is, what's the most surprising thing you've learned in your career?
Oh, I love this one. It really sparks interesting anecdotes and unexpected insights. People often have these aha moments or quirky experiences that shaped them, and this question invites them to share those memorable, often surprising lessons.
And for our 10th and final question, which can often bring out some truly inspiring stories, we have, who has been the most influential person in your professional life?
This is such a wonderful question. It's personal, but still perfectly professional. It invites people to reflect on those who have really shaped their journey, whether it's a mentor, a former boss, or even a colleague. You'll often hear about the lessons they learned and the positive impact these individuals had. Now, to really bring these questions to life, let's do a quick role play so you can hear how natural they sound in a conversation.
Great idea, Emma. Who's starting?
I'll start. So, David, what's the most exciting project you're working on right now?
That's a good one. Actually, we've just launched a new software tool for our clients. It's been a huge challenge getting everything just right, but we're already seeing some fantastic results and getting really positive feedback.
That's great. It sounds like it's been a big effort. So, what's been the biggest win for your team so far with this new tool? The secret here, and what we really want you to take away from this episode, is that these are all open-ended questions. They can't be answered with just yes or no.
Exactly. And the magic happens when you listen actively and ask natural follow-ups. That's how the conversation keeps flowing without feeling forced or awkward. It becomes a genuine connection.
So, we encourage you to try these in your next business meeting, a networking event, or even just a casual chat with a colleague. You'll be surprised how much deeper and more enjoyable your conversations become.